Hi, Lynn Zettler, Executive and Professional Coach, and today I'm going to talk about the process of writing a book. I just recently released my book called Stop Talking to Me, and my publicist asked me to come up with a video blog on the process of writing a book. So I started thinking about what my process was. I'm sure every writer is different in what they do. For me, it's really coming up with an outline first, especially for something that's a nonfiction. It seems to have more of a process and more of a straightforward, linear feel to it. So I tend to work with index cards and start putting down an outline, and then I form those into chapters, and then I fatten up those chapters and put them together and rewrite. And more than anything, I set aside time to write. If I don't set aside the time, it never happens. So that would be one rule of thumb that I definitely would tell writers about, is to make sure that you set aside the time to put that together. Some other things that I used along the way were writers' workshops. I would go to writers' workshops, learn everything I could about writing, about publishing. I got some good input that way, met some experienced people, and got an idea of how to publish my first magazine article, which was about my sister, Amy, who has Down syndrome, and she also was adopted by my family as an infant, and we had her as a foster child for a number of years. So I wrote a story called A Very Special Success because Amy is such a success. She's over 30 now and has a job and lives somewhat independently. But I got the idea from a friend in a writer's workshop of submitting that as an article to some magazine that would be interested. And sure enough, there was a magazine called Fostering Families Today. And so it was fairly easy to get that first article submitted and published. Now, I didn't try too much after that because I really felt like, wow, that was just great. It happened so easy. And I also am a technical writer. I've written over 80 patent applications. So I'm used to writing a lot, especially about factual things. So as you can imagine, that's kind of why I was drawn to a nonfiction book. Some other things that I did was I educated myself as much as I could about how to put a book proposal together, how to contact agents, get opinions of agents. I again went to more than one writer's workshop to learn those things, to hear, to talk to people who have done it before, because that's the best way to learn, is find someone who's done what you want to do